Okay, so this is what's going on with the tank today. Um, let's see. The water is nice and clear. This morning it was a little cloudy because I did a water change, but everything is good. All the fish are doing good now. I got it. I got the new impeller for my protein skimmer, and I put it in this morning, and that's why it's making all that noise, because it's running more powerfully now, so it's making a little more noise than it was before. But it's working. As you can see, it's foaming, and that's what it's supposed to do. It's taking out all those calcium deposits and all the protein deposits and all the bad yucky stuff that's in there. So that's great. I also this morning I did a filter cleaning. I cleaned out the filter. It really didn't need it, but I did it anyway. And everything looks good. When I did my test this morning, I still had a little bit of nitrites, not as much as before, and a little nitrates. But other than that, everything is good. All the fish are good. That's my new purple fish. That's a purple pseudochromis. And I can only put him in there. I can't get any other like him because he'll fight with them. So he's the only purple pseudochromis that I can have. The blue damsel right there, he made himself a little home over here underneath the rock. He dug that out and made that his little spot. So that's where he goes, like when I turn out the light at night, he goes to sleep right in there. And the clownfish, I think I'm going to get a little anemone for them, because they like to, like when it comes like time when I turn out the lights, they like lay on the rocks, like they want to sleep on the rocks, which is kind of strange. So I think that they need something that they can lay on, like they need anemones, or they would be more comfortable in the tank if I put an anemone in there for them. So I think I'm going to get a little one. I have to learn a little bit more about them and make sure that it's okay to get them. And I didn't order any more live rock yet. I'm going to order it. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. But everything is good. Here's my Sweet Lips. He's doing good. The guy in the pet store tried to sell me some more Sweet Lips. I'm like, no thanks, because I really shouldn't even have that one, because he's going to outgrow the tank. And I do plan to get a bigger tank and for the other room, even though I don't know where I'm going to put it yet, but I have my heart set on getting a big tank. So, I have a big tank in the other room, but it's not as big as what I want. I would like to have like a 65-gallon or something like that in the other room. So maybe by that time, as the Sweet Lips grows, the Sweet Lips and Jack over there, he's going to grow. He's going to get really big. So I'll move them into the big tank when I get it. But everything is good. My hermit crabs are crawling around doing their thing. I'm so glad I got that cleanup crew. That was like one of the best things I could have done, was to get the cleanup crew, because they really, really do what they're supposed to do. They keep the bottom of the tank clean. They keep the whole tank free of like waste and excess food that goes down to the bottom. They eat it all. The bad algae that might grow on the rocks or anywhere in the tank, the snails help get rid of that, and this is a great thing. So if you have a saltwater tank, I would strongly recommend getting a cleanup crew. And the hermit crabs really amaze me. I like watching them. I love it when they change shells, how they jump out of one shell into the other. I really like watching that. So I really like hermit crabs. But I'm not going to get any bigger ones. I'm just going to stick with the tiny, tiny ones. But other than that, everything is good. I really, really want to get some nice purple rocks in here because I've been looking at a lot of videos on YouTube. And I know that the really good rocks are the ones that have a lot of purple coralline algae on it. And so I really want to get some of those really nice, beautiful live rocks to put in here. So I'm going to definitely order them from liveaquaria.com because the pet store doesn't have any nice ones like that. So that's it. But the purple fish, I think he's my favorite one so far because I like his color. But I really like all of them. The squirrel fish is really interesting though. He makes me laugh sometimes, especially when it's feeding time. He's funny. But other than that, everything is doing really, really good. It's been a long time since I gave you guys any kind of update on my other tanks. So let's see. This is my 10-gallon freshwater. And this was my first tank. And there's Rocky. Rocky got bigger. Rocky was one of my first fish. Rocky is like a few years old now. Since, yep, he cycled this tank. Rocky, he's a Cory catfish. There's Cory actually, and he's also an albino Cory catfish. Crystal cycled the tank right there. That's a, I believe that's a female rainbow fish. Let's see, most of these fish cycle this tank. Even the frogs. Hip and Hop, they're still around. There's Hip or Hop in there. Right, that's Rocky's little hideout. And I have a Pleco back there. He's hiding in his spot. That's Jordan is his name. Can't see him in there because it's kind of dark, but he's in there. And Mr. Clean back there on the glass, he also cycled the tank. Most of these fish in here cycle the tank. Lemon Drop, Rosie, the orangish one, that's Rusty, Punch. He didn't cycle it, but he's been in there for a while. So, you know, this tank is always doing good. It never gives me any problems at all. I hardly ever have to change the water. I mean, I think I change the water like maybe twice a year, if that, and clean out the filter. I mean, this tank is always beautifully running. And also, let's go in here, in the big room, in the kitchen, and we'll get this light. Ooh, okay. So, let's see what we got going on here. Let's start over here. This is Fred. Fred is my betta. I've had him for a few years too. This is Fred number 3 because Fred number 1 and 2 died. But now I got the hang of how to keep bettas. And this Fred has been around for a few years now. So Fred has got his own little tank because you can't put them together. So he's got his own little thing going on there. These guys are new. These are crabs. These are little fiddler crabs. And I just have them like right there. That's a little 2.5 gallon tank. Just with a rock, nothing on the bottom. That's food for them that I put in there. You know, like once a week I dump the water and give them fresh water that I have sitting on the side, which is getting cycled. I'm using Stress Coat and Stress Zyme, and I just let the water sit and it just cycles by itself. So I just pour this water out once a week, wash out the tank, and put the water back in. You know, I have it sitting right here. So I just, you know, once I'm finished doing that, I just refill this up, put the Stress Zyme and the Stress Coat in there, and just let it sit. And there you have fresh cycled water just for them. once a week. And now this is my biggest tank. It's a little empty right now. It's not empty, but I mean, I need more fish in there. But it's doing really good. I got 4 fish in there. 1 kissing gourami. The other kissing gourami died a long time ago. And that's a powder blue gourami. And these 2 fish, I forget what they're called. Damn, I can't remember at the moment what they're called. But they're really pretty. And those are the only fish that are in there. So I need more fish in this tank because there's a lot of room in this tank. And it really needs a lot more color and just some more fish, basically. I have 2 of my AquaClear filters hanging on the back of this tank. And, you know, so those are all my tanks, you know. And that's it. So I just wanted to give you guys a little update. And, you know, tune in next time. I don't know where Fuzzy is at the moment. I think he's in the closet, but we're not going to bug him right now. So, later.